Ew, no.
Shut it down right now!
You're under arrest.
What?
You're under arrest.
Babe, do not get out this car.
Extra large, dark roast, double, espresso.
On December 11th of 21 at almost 3 a.m., officers arrived on scene to a Taco Bell drive-thru after someone had called to inform the police that a woman was asleep behind the wheel. She was holding up the entire drive-thru line, completely passed out. The woman was still sound asleep as officers knocked on her car window.
Hello, can you roll down your window? Your window. Your window.
When she woke up, it was clear that she was confused and not in a normal state. She had the smell of alcohol and her eyes were bloodshot and juby. The car wasn't even in park and instead was in neutral inside of the drive-thru. An open case of beer was seen in the back seat, and immediately the officers knew that this was a case of a drunk driver. When asked to step out of the vehicle, the woman tried to avoid contact by shutting the door on the officer. She even tried to start the car before eventually being assisted out of the car.
You need to put your car in park.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'm just ready to go home.
Okay, we're gonna have you step outside the vehicle.
Okay. I'm just gonna go.
No, you're not gonna. We're gonna have you step outside the vehicle, okay?
Okay. Well, can I go?
Nope. You're gonna step outside the vehicle. I need you to step outside the vehicle.
Okay. All right.
Nope. This is the last time I'm gonna ask you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so at this time you are under arrest.
She get permission to move her car? Hi.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Take her over. Yeah. And then I'll get you your keys, okay?
All right, thank you.
You just want to get that real quick?
And then right beside her passenger side. And even while you're back here, you're still being audio and video recorded, okay?
Okay.
She was promptly arrested as there were clear signs of her being impaired, and she was given a DUI. Fast food workers have to deal with a lot, especially from customers. This fast food employee at Raising Cane's was just doing his job when this man, the one who was recording, swore at him and proceeded to throw a bottle right at his face.
Why you didn't take my order? No, I didn't. You didn't say no cameras.
Yeah, where the cameras at?
What are you talking about? No, I didn't.
Show us right now.
You can't prove it.
So
You can't prove it.
Either get out of my drive.
You can't prove
I
it.
got 911 on the phone.
You
Right
911 to do what?
In this video, which was taken by a passenger, shows a group of men coordinating this attack while in the drive-thru, impatient about waiting their turn. They had cut the line and the manager had refused to serve them, which led to the bottle being thrown at him. The Santa Clarita In-N-Out had an eventful afternoon after two customers in the drive-thru got into a heated confrontation that escalated way too quickly. Their verbal argument went from words to bottles as the occupants of both cars started throwing liquid at each other. The bottles had water, juice, and even bleach inside of them. The situation got so bad that the establishment's employees had to get involved, as both parties were getting too vicious, getting all up in each other's faces. This man was not happy with McDonald's, and he decided to show it by repeatedly ramming his truck into the store's drive-thru menu.
Oh my god! Hey, call 911! Call 911!
Whether it was because they got his order wrong or something else, no one knows. The only thing that's for sure is that this guy's got some serious anger issues that he needs to sort out. Police were called to this Georgia McDonald's after people started noticing that this car in the drive-thru wasn't moving. That's because the driver was completely knocked out behind the wheel, and to make matters worse, there was a 1-year-old child in the back seat, unable to do anything as his mother slept.
Clearly high up something.
She's still in the car?
Yeah, she's still in there. And the baby's just sitting there looking. She ordered food and you see the baby's back there.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Hey, marry the police, ma'am. Hey. What's going on? Hey, stop reaching. What's going on? You're really tired?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and turn the car off for me real quick. Turn the car off for me real quick.
Looking for my glasses.
Turn the car off first for me, okay? Can you hand me the keys real quick?
Yeah. Can I find my glasses really fast?
Give me your keys first, ma'am.
That's fine.
Hi. Hey. Smile.
You're gonna be alright, okay, buddy? You're gonna be alright.
Breaks my damn heart, brother.
This is. Dude, I'd never seen anything like that, so I have no idea.
When police investigated, they found that there were substances within the car and that the mother was likely high on something, which not only made her a danger on the road, but a danger to her child in the back. This man tried to grab more than just his order at this coffee shop drive-thru in Washington state. Surveillance footage from 5 a.m. on January 16th of 23 shows a man attempting to abduct the barista on the other side of the window. She was handing him back his change when he decided to yank on her arm, trying to pull her out of the window. In his hand was some sort of zip tie device, which he likely had planned to use to kidnap her. This woman was navigating through a McDonald's parking lot when she realized that the car behind her was riding her bumper. Not thinking too much of it, she pulls into the drive-thru, but as she does this, the other car's occupants exit the vehicle, with one of them trying to pull on her car door. Her doors were fortunately locked, but that didn't stop them. The driver then comes to her passenger side door and knocks the mirror right off. This Bubba's Market drive-thru became a crime scene after this driver was shot at. 2 men had approached his vehicle and started getting increasingly aggressive.
There's somebody!
Whoa, dude. Chill
This tell you walk up to your car and leave. Did somebody tell you? Get the out of here! Piece of
Bring it!
Things escalated to the point where one of them started brandishing a firearm. As the driver was reversing to leave, the man fired 3 shots at his vehicle. This Colorado Taco Bell was completely shut down after word spread that a worker may have put rat poison in a customer's food. This all happened after a customer was having a disagreement with the employee over the soda machine, which likely led to the worker lashing out and doing something stupid.
What's going on, sir?
These guys are mouthing off to me. Won't let me do my order.
Okay.
And the issue at hand is I had an order with them, and I was taking the order with them. I'm a little pissed off right now.
I sure see that.
Yeah. I took an order, I paid for my stuff, but these guys are all coming out here yelling and screaming, calling me names. I have them on video, and they're telling me that I'm mad and that I'm calling them names. They came out to me first.
Okay. Was your order wrong or something, or what?
They don't have any carbonation in here. So I always get to number 2. It's got 3 soft tacos and a freeze. I upgrade to a freeze. They don't have it. So the issue at hand is that they want to sit there and tell me that, well, they're going to give me something different, like tea. I don't want tea.
Apparently it's all locked up.
How's it going? Pretty good.
How many employees do you guys have here right now?
4.
4? Okay. Collecting information.
Yeah, come on.
So, what's happening is, you guys are actually being shut down right now. We have our supervisors on the way out and our investigations team as well. So I need all your employees to come out to the front here and just have a seat. So it's going to be for an investigation we have going on right now. It's going to relate to the poisoning situation.
Poisoning?
Yes, but right now, and I'm going to let somebody else elaborate on that. But right now I need all of the employees to just go ahead and shut everything down and come out to the front here, okay?
The same customer was taken to the hospital later that day and told that there were traces of rat poisoning in their system. This woman was not happy that someone cut her in line at this Richmond McDonald's drive-thru. The video starts with her yelling at the other driver who was recording for her and her kid's safety.
I have in the car. Should've never cut, you stupid.
The woman continues to scream at the person recording. When she realized that wasn't enough to get her point across, she approached the vehicle and threw a bottle of water at the driver.
Get off the car!
But if that wasn't enough to scare the little kids in the back, the next thing she does definitely did it, because the woman reverses for momentum then rams into the back of their car.
Don't cry. It's okay. Oh my God.
The video then cuts, but it said that the woman didn't stop there. In fact, police stated that the woman hit the driver and dragged her 150 feet out of the parking lot for a beating. If you're a frequent Jack in the Box customer, this next clip might scare you, because this employee was not very receptive to a customer's concern. In fact, she was the complete opposite. She was aggressive. So much so that she pulled out a gun on the customer and shot at him and his family. All because he informed her that he had ordered curly fries instead of regular and wanted to correct his order. When it comes to bank robbery getaways, this one might be the most creative one yet. Police arrived at a suspected bank robbery after an alarm was triggered at a credit union bank, but when they got there was no suspect in sight. There was, however, a ton of noise coming from the drive-thru. When police went to investigate, that's when the robber dropped from the drive-thru's roof access door, right into a recycling bin.
Get out. Get out.
Okay. Hands behind your back. Who's here with you?
This Wendy's worker did not know what to expect when they came into work today. This customer who's pulling up to the window was not here to order. Immediately, the driver pulls out a weapon and threatens the worker, who of course runs away fearing for their life. That's when the driver climbs out of his driver's side window and into the restaurant through the drive-thru window. The man grabs the entire cash drawer before getting back into his car and speeding off with all of the money. This customer had an explosive reaction after an altercation with a drive-thru employee. The customer threw the food at the window, hoping to hit the worker before spitting in their direction as well. When it comes to violent incidents, you can usually pinpoint the moment that things start going wrong, but in this scenario it seemed like the suspect got aggressive for seemingly no reason. This driver pulls up to the drive-thru window, successfully gets his food with no confrontation, and rather than driving off, he decides to pull out a gun and shoot the worker that just served him before driving away. These kids did more than just loiter at this local McDonald's. After several different requests from the police for them to leave the premise and not overcrowd the establishment, the children still didn't want to go. In fact, they snapped back at the officers.
From the manager, if you just walked in, time to leave, or you're gonna be subject to trespass and will be arrested. I gave you the warning before you came in. They didn't want you in here. They want you out, man. I'm telling you to go. All right, you don't want to go, you want to give me a hard time? No problem. You are giving me a hard time, because how many times did I say time to go?
How much use the bathroom?
How many times? If you don't start leaving, my handcuffs are coming on. First person I grab's going. No, time to go. I know you just didn't say what I think you said. It's time to go. I'm not playing around now. Listen, from the manager, he wants everybody out. Okay? So you either start leaving, I'm telling you that. Okay? I already told the manager. So you either start leaving, or we're going to start locking people up. We have other people here. What is it? All right, that's what it is. Go. Go. You're not going back in.
Yo, who are you touching, bro?
I'm touching you. You're not going.
Go. That's my little brother's coming with me too, alright? My little brother's coming with me.
But they would soon deal with the consequences of their actions. 8 of them were arrested after multiple failed attempts from officers to get them to peacefully leave.
You're not sitting down, Ian. You're standing. Time to go. You're under arrest.
What?
You're under arrest.
Yo. The fuck off me, nigga.
You were told to leave numerous times. I told you to leave. I told you don't come back in.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna get food if I need to get food, bro. It's like that. I don't care.
This McDonald's employee is a hero after jumping through the drive-thru window to help an off-duty cop having a medical emergency on the other side. He had attempted to hand her food, but her car rolled right past the window, which was his first sign that something was wrong. Without hesitating, he rushed after her to make sure she was okay. Instead of giving the employees who served him at a Wendy's a tip, this man gave them a whole different surprise: an alligator. This Florida man tossed the reptile through the open drive-thru window, giving the Wendy's workers a serious scare. Christmas might be considered the season of giving to most people, but this Santa does not agree. In fact, he'd rather take instead. This man robbed a KFC dressed as Santa by climbing in through the drive-thru window. Instead of grabbing the cash register, the man went straight to the back office. Knife in hand, he allegedly threatened the employee working there, demanding all of the cash. After securing the loot, he ran out of the premise, no sleigh in sight. This surveillance footage captured this crime from start to finish. Notice this person in red creeping up to his car into the drive-thru. He approaches the passenger side window and soon after runs away after robbing the person in the car. The Lauderdale Lakes ATM is anything but safe. This woman is halfway out of her window trying to use the machine when out of nowhere her face shows pure terror. That's because, as you can see in the footage, a gun has appeared on the left side. A gunman was trying to rob the woman as she was attempting to grab money out of the ATM. Thankfully, the woman was a fast thinker and immediately sped off the moment the gunman pulled the weapon, but things could have ended up much worse for her had she stayed or had he pulled the trigger. This driver in this McDonald's drive-thru found the perfect opportunity to strike. He waited patiently as the fast food worker opened up the cash register to give him his change, and the moment he did, he jumped out of his vehicle and through the drive-thru window. The worker walked away as the driver grabbed the entire tray before getting back in his car and making his escape. To any passerby, this situation might have looked a bit odd. In fact, the surveillance footage makes the situation look funnier than it is, but there's a reason why this man is ducked behind these cars. That's because he's hiding behind them so he can catch the drivers by surprise as they pull up to the ATM, and that's when he strikes. He robs the drivers just as they're pulling out money before leaving and moving on to the next victim in the line. This woman in this security guard's argument turns violent as things get completely out of control. The security guard pulls out a baton, escalating the situation, and the woman who has no weapon of her own decides to use her car as one.
I've got
got a female out here. She's trespassed off the property. She has been. She's parked in my drive-thru holding my line up.
He just hit my car with his little nightstick, busting my window. I'm about to hit him.
Okay, don't just stay in your car, okay? I'll get an officer out there.
Chasing me. Can I hit him? He's chasing me. Can I hit him? Can I hit him?
She just tried to hit me with the car. She just struck me with the car, officer.
Hit the man because he was in my car. He's on the ground. Can I please get some help? Oh my God. He just cracked my whole windshield.
You ran him over?
Ma'am, he was hitting my car with the nightstick. I'm literally gone from the scene. I was too scared to stay there for my life. I had my 6-year-old daughter in the car.
She reverses her vehicle, then drives into him. You can see as his body makes impact with the car, with him rolling over the hood before falling to the ground. This New Mexico Whataburger had a strange guest after in their drive-thru. Just moments after placing his order at the window, the man passed out while inside of his car. The workers called the police and told them that they'd heard him slurring while he spoke at the drive-thru window.
Well, my team leader was taking the orders, and I kind of heard him like slurring, you know, and she was trying to get him to like repeat his orders, but we couldn't hear him, so I started yelling at him because he was not answering. He was asleep when I got up there.
Hey, brother, Albuquerque Police. Albuquerque Police. Hey, man. You doing okay?
When police confronted the man, it was obvious that he was inebriated. The body cam footage shows him stumbling and falling over, with his speech slurred heavily.
So again, I am Officer Tedoni with the Albuquerque Police Department. I am a police officer with the Albuquerque Police. I need you to step out of the vehicle. Come on. Hey, go ahead and take off your seatbelt for me, okay? I'm not going to... Listen, I'm not going to ask you again. Let's go. Let's go. Take off your seatbelt. Get out of the car. I'm Officer Tedoni with the Albuquerque Police Department. Listen to me. We got called by the management here at Whataburger saying you fell asleep in the drive-thru. Okay? You had open bottles of alcohol in the vehicle and your car was on. So you were...
No, I don't understand.
Right back over here where my partner is.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, we're gonna explain it to you.
But I was not trying to drive the car. I mean,
Are you okay?
Sorry, no.
After searching his car, the officers found an entire stash of Jim Beam bourbon whiskey bottles. And it turns out this wasn't even this man's first offense. He already had 4 other charges of driving while impaired.
Please understand. Let me understand. Give me.
I will let you talk later, okay? Why? That one might be closed too. These 2 are so closed. A simple question.
I'm asking you.
Do you want to take it with you?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, here's my...
The stereotype that all Canadians are nice isn't true in this case. This BC man is having a total meltdown at a Tim Hortons drive-thru, berating and screaming at the employees over a double-double espresso order.
Extra large, dark roast, double, espresso.
You've got too much espresso.
Give me my coffee! Give me my coffee!
After he gets his coffee, the man maneuvers around a person in front of his car before driving off, leaving the employees and the staff in shock about what just happened. This surveillance footage starts off with this man pulling up to the McDonald's drive-thru to place his order, but suddenly 3 men sneak up in front of him. They were hiding around the corner of the building, using his car as cover to get to the very front of the window. The driver immediately peels off, wanting nothing to do with this. As he leaves, the three men climb through the open window. They grab what they can from the register, leaving the camera's view for a few moments before exiting the window again and sprinting to their getaway vehicle. Houston police arrived on scene to this North Houston Jack-in-the-Box to a terrifying sight. A pregnant woman shot by a drive-thru customer turned armed robber. The security footage shows that the driver had placed an order, and when the woman went to hand him his drink, he pulls out a weapon on her. He demanded her to hand over her money, but out of instinct she ran for her life. When she did, the man decided to shoot her in the back even though she was pregnant. Riverside County Sheriff Department released this footage of an intense altercation between police and this wanted suspect. This was all taking place in a Del Taco drive-thru. Officers get the suspect out of the vehicle, but instead of listening to what he's told, he attempts to ram other vehicles out of the way to escape.
I'm with you, I'm with you. Back out of the way, everyone back out of the way, he's ramming cars.
And when that plan doesn't work, the suspect decides that the only course of action is to try and fight his way out. He steps on the gas, the sheer force of his truck pushing a car out of the way, sending an officer rolling down a nearby embankment. That car that he pushed over then rolls on top of the officer, adding even more injury to insult.
He's backing up! Coming down! I need help with this! More!
The officer, still pinned down by the car, fires off shots at the suspect in an attempt to get him to stop. The driver instead tries to speed off, with the rest of the officers on scene shooting at his vehicle to disable it. This video is every fast food worker's nightmare. A deranged person standing outside of the drive-thru window when feeding a weapon around. This video, recorded by an employee, shows this man waving around a large knife in front of this Wendy's drive-thru window in Lake Balboa. This Taco Bell drive-thru was the scene of a full-on shooting after police arrived to investigate a call about a man asleep at the wheel with a weapon in hand. When the police confronted the man, it was said that he reached for his weapon. Bodycam footage shows that's when the officers opened fire on him, causing a fatal ending to the situation. An angry McDonald's customer in Miami, Florida was the reason behind this woman's severe burn injuries. In this footage, she's handing over his coffee cup. Instead of taking it, the man slaps the cup forcefully, causing the scalding hot liquid to get all over her hands, arms, and even her face. The reason behind this aggressive outburst? His breakfast order was a penny too expensive, so he decided to leave this worker with burns that might stay for life. Gwinnett County Police arrived at this McDonald's drive-thru to find a man pinned between the restaurant building and his very own car. The officers rushed to help him out and soon found out that he had gotten himself stuck after attempting to pick up his credit card that fell and accidentally stepped on the gas. That caused his car to hit the building, all the while he was halfway outside trying to grab his car.
I don't feel anything.
Start chest compression.
All right. Oh, I got an AED in my car if we need it, but...
All right, go ahead. I'll stay here. Go get the AED. That's 704 radio. We initiate CPR. That Mark.
There you go, buddy.
Come on back.
Can you breathe for me? There you go. Can you hear me? Gonna hold off for a second. He's got a pulse.
Yeah, I can feel it.
All right. There you go. Do you know your name? Can you tell me your name?
This may be his name.
He's got a pulse. He's breathing agonal gas, though. He was actually wedged in between here when we got him. We were able to move the car a little bit and get him to basically fall free from the door. But he was stuck between basically his head was stuck between the freaking wall here in the door.
This unsuspecting Filipino family were victims of a hate crime at this North Hollywood McDonald's after this man started assaulting them on the premise. It first started with a verbal attack, with racist remarks being hurled at them for no reason. Then things escalated to actual physical violence, with the man punching members of the family. Witnesses captured this entire altercation on video and tried to break up the fight. Some people take their fast food seriously and will go to extreme lengths for it, like this woman right here. This police body cam footage was taken just minutes after this woman had threatened an employee after not being able to fulfill a cheeseburger bundle at McDonald's, which doesn't exist.
What's the person with the gun? What's the person with the gun? Put that gun away! Put it down! Get out the car!
What you mean? I'm licensed to carry a gun, sir.
You're fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
You're fine. Put your hands back.
What are they talking about?
You have it concealed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do. Yes. What is the problem?
Apparently they saw your gun and they thought you were threatening them.
It's in the car. I have it in my car. That's where I have it.
Okay. I'm just telling you.
It's no big deal. She got mad because she got mad because I asked for my order. That was the problem. I didn't do nothing. All I said was, I'm still waiting on my #1 order because I asked for it. Now I'm trying to go home. She got mad. It was on some crazy. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I'm still here waiting.
It makes you look like bad
No,
guy.
I am listening to you. The thing about it is, I don't like the way she's sitting here lying because I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting in my car waiting on my food.
I also told you we're going to watch the video. You're under arrest.
For what? What did I do? What did I do? Can you tell me why I'm on arrest?
Assault?
Assault of what?
Walk with me. Okay. Alright, watch your knees. Step up against the counter.
You know what? I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm gonna send her ass to fucking court because she's a goddamn liar. I didn't do nothing to her. Okay. And go to my phone and call. Or ring my kid. You're right on my
When police arrived, she was clearly agitated, especially since the officers came with their guns drawn. That's because the woman had already shown the McDonald's employee that she also had a weapon and wouldn't be afraid to use it if her order wasn't completed. Multiple enraged customers team up to attack this one drive-thru worker after an altercation over condiments and straws gets intense. One of the customers hops through the window to confront the worker, and the employee ends up getting beaten up by multiple people. The employee was just 19 years old and pregnant at the time. An 18-year-old girl and her 14 and 15-year-old siblings were trying to grab some food at the Sacramento In-N-Out when their night turned into something out of the purge. After getting their order, they attempted to make their way home, only for their exit from the drive-thru to be completely blocked off by a group of strangers. Sensing something was wrong, the driver cautiously tried to move, only for the strangers to start attacking them by throwing things at the car.
About the lane departure feature. Yeah, these kids are causing issues. I don't know what's happening here. Awesome, thank you so much. Yo, what the f***?
Go, go, go. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Call 911. Oh my god.
They threw stuff in our window and tried to...
Drive! Drive! Go! Drive!
Hi!
We're getting chased by them. They're throwing stuff at us.
Fearfully, they drove off, trying to get a safe distance away to call the cops, only for the strangers to catch up and once again attack them. You can hear the fear in their voices as they scramble to figure out what the next steps are and to call for help. This Ohio woman has a serious love for chicken nuggets. In fact, it's so strong that it led her to do some pretty insane things, like attack this innocent McDonald's worker through the drive-thru window. This all happened after she tried to place an order for nuggets, but was told by the employee that they weren't serving that item at the moment because it was breakfast time. Furious, the woman gets out of her car and starts swinging at the employee, all while he's trying to keep the window shut. She manages to take control of the window, and in the footage you can see her screaming at the employee over a breakfast menu that he can't control. This man's so desperate for some food that he completely lashes out, starting a full-on rampage from the drive-thru window of this restaurant. He reaches inside, pulling erratically at the levers on the drink machine, all while screaming at all the employees working inside. He makes his hunger known to everyone around him, throwing a temper tantrum as he watches other orders being made before his, even though there was already an established queue.
Shut it down right now! Mark Zuckerberg is not f***ing done! Give me some food! Own all this shit! Own all this shit! Food! Give me some food, I'm make me call racist terms on you. Give me some damn real food. Give me some food.
He's coming out. He's cooking your quarter.
Idiot, give me some fries. Give me that bag of fries right there. I'm gonna grab your hand, grab me that bag of fries right there.
What fries do you need?
That bag right there.
Okay.
Both bags. Both bags. Been coming for 3 months. Don't ever stupid whitey again, yo. Yo, I ain't taking all this country, white or black. Yo!
This truck driver forgot what vehicle he was in as he attempted to use a McDonald's drive-thru in his work vehicle. Immediately upon entering the drive-thru, his box truck gets stuck on the "Order Here" sign because it's too tall to enter.
McDonald's just ran.
He can't. It ain't no way to escape
Worse.
it. Ain't no way to escape it.
Just stop while he hit.
Hold on, cuz.
Hold on, babe.
Hold on.
He's trying to pull off. He's trying to pull off, y'all. He's trying to pull off. Babe, do not get out this car. Do not get out this car. He is finna leave. Oh my God!
He ain't gonna leave.
He's gone. What you mean? He can leave. You couldn't say he was trying to leave.
Man.
He don't even know how bad he just. All right, let's go to Outback.
Oh my.
They was rude as fuck anyway. Karma's a bitch. God don't play about me, baby.
The driver tries to maneuver his way out of there, but the sign is so deeply lodged into his truck that no matter what he does, he can't move without damaging the vehicle. After a few moments of struggling, he decides to just bite the bullet and drive off, taking off half the sign and almost his entire box truck chunk with him. This dashcam footage shows this customer's negative experience at a Burger King at 9 a.m. The driver was waiting at the drive-thru speaker, but no one was speaking to him from the other side. Assuming it was just terrible customer service, they're about to leave, only to realize that the lack of customer service was due to an active robbery that was happening inside of the restaurant. This driver forgot that he was in a drive-thru because he decided to reverse his car and exit instead of driving forward.
Y'all got them brownie powder milkshakes? No, we got an Oreo. Ew, no.
The entire situation was captured on camera by the passenger, and you can see the sheer shock on their faces as their car smashes into the one waiting in line behind them. The Starbucks employee and this customer get into it at the drive-thru window, with both of them recording their argument from their point of view. It's clear that neither of them are willing to back down in this confrontation, with the customer demanding a refund and the employee informing her that she already has her drink, so she would not be getting one.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, I'll sit here all day.
Me too.
Perfect.
And I get paid.
Good. And you'll be fired. That's what you're about to
No,
do.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Is that mine? Can I get a straw with that, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. She won't budge. I appreciate you. Can I get a receipt as well? With name on there?
It's not my name on there.
Okay.
But you can see it right here.
All right.
No.
I'll print your receipt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, you can go ahead and refund me.
I won't.
Yes, you
You
will.
got your drink.
So instead of just leaving, the customer hurls the drink at the window, the contents spilling all over the place and onto the employee. The worker informs the woman that if she keeps disrespecting her, she'll be pressing charges.
There's...
Okay.
There's...
Yeah, keep going, because I'm gonna press charges on you.
Go ahead.
Keep
Go
going.
Ahead. Go ahead, press your charges.
I will. Thank
Go
you.
ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Press your charges.
Okay, go ahead, keep driving so I can get your license plate.
And in retaliation, the customer throws even more drinks at her that she had from inside the car before speeding off and out of frame.
You threw something at me. What do you think was gonna happen?
Here. Okay. It's on deck. Let's go.
Do it.
Down.
The driver of this truck is determined to make their way through the drive-thru no matter what. Although there's a camper attached to the truck that clearly makes it impossible to maneuver through, the driver doesn't falter and continues to push on the gas. The video stops before we can fully see what happened, but judging by how hard the driver was trying, they may have actually ended up making it the whole way through, undoubtedly with a ton of damage to both their camper and their car. From this angle we get an even better view of the fifth wheel and Dairy Queen fiasco. This time you can see that despite its best efforts, the truck could not make it through, and it ends up completely stalling and smoking after its unsuccessful attempts to get the camper through the drive-thru.
Yo!
This person doesn't know how to use a drive-thru. Whether it was a spur-of-the-moment idea to grab some food or just someone who has terrible driving skills, this car makes the sharpest turn at the lot entrance only to slam into the menu of the drive-thru instead of enter it. This man has an explosive way of voicing his dissatisfaction. Instead of filing a complaint, writing a bad review, or speaking to a manager, he decides to take matters into his own hands. He steps out of the vehicle in the drive-thru and starts grabbing things from inside the restaurant to throw at people. He's throwing trash cans, chucking cups, pouring liquid. He makes a complete mess out of the place to show how unhappy he is. And workers can only stand and watch as he wreaks havoc all over the restaurant from the drive-thru window.